Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my classic USFL franchise with the New Orleans Breakers. We're now in week 16, and as you can see, we've actually clinched a playoff spot, and we also have clinched our division with an 11-3 record, and we're only one game behind the Philadelphia Stars for the clinching the number one seed in the NFC. So the Breakers have been continuing the winning ways. We are on a 6-game winning streak. Taking a quick look, catching you up. This past week, the Breakers did beat the Washington Federals 28-20 in a home game, and the Breakers pretty much dominated this game. They kind of slept walk through the second half. Didn't score any points in the second half. They had 28 points in the first half. Federals, I think, kicked the field goal in the second half, so it was a very low-scoring game in the second half. But the Breakers hang on to win 28-20. And that brings our record to 11-3 and keeping our win streak intact with an 11-3 record. As I mentioned, we're only one game beneath the Philadelphia Stars for the number one seed, who are 12-2. This week we have a matchup in Milwaukee against the Milwaukee Rage, a team that is 7-7 on the year, and a team who is without their starting quarterback, Desmond Ridder. He has a foot fracture and he'll be out for 4 weeks. So we'll be going up against Stidham, the backup quarterback, who did play last week. And he had a modest showing in his game. He went 19-27 for 176 yards, but no touchdowns, no interceptions. So taking a quick look at how Milwaukee has been doing. They did lose last week. I think I live streamed that game. They lost to Oakland 23-13. The week before that, though, they upset the Michigan Panthers, who are one of the better teams in the league. They beat them 20-3. And before that, they beat the lowly Frankfurt Galaxy 24-20. Take another quick look at the overall standings across the league. In the NFC, the Breakers and the Stars fighting for that number one seed. The Chicago Blitz did beat the Michigan Panthers, a game I did live stream on my channel. And so the Blitz now have the edge over the Michigan Panthers in that division, though they're both tied at 10-5. And over in the NFC West, you have the Oklahoma and Los Angeles and Arizona all vying for the top spot in that division. In the AFC, some interesting happenings going on there, as the top teams have all lost their previous game. And so you kind of have a log jam at the top of the conference there, with 3 teams sitting at 10-4. The Berlin Thunder are actually on a 2-game losing streak, losing their past 2 games. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. In the AFC West, you kind of have 2 teams vying for that top spot. The AFC South continues to be just terrible, having really all 4 teams still in the hunt for that division, with 3 teams tied at 6-8. So there's a very good chance that the winner of that division might not have a winning record at the end of the year, which is very, very weird. All right, so having gone over that, let's go ahead and go into the Madden Trainer Tool and see how the Breakers trained this past week. All right, we're in the Madden Trainer Tool, and we have Rashad Lawrence going up to a 71, getting some block shed after having a good week of practice. For the most part, he's been making okay progress, although he's had a couple instances where he's been lethargic in workouts. So, small progression from him, nothing major. Another interesting thing is Amari Demercado, one of our backup running backs, has surpassed Keyshawn Vaughn in terms of overall rating, as he got a +1 on his carrying ability. He's up to a 73 overall now, and we can see why. Demercado's been making steady progress throughout the year, and he is now, we might have to move him up in the depth chart, as he has surpassed Vaughn. We also had Jacob Phillips. Even though he was lethargic at workouts and lost some strength, he did practice real well and got some block shedding, tackling, and pursuit upgrades. So he's up to 71 overall. Wanya Morris, our backup left tackle, he's up. He got bumped to a 68 overall. Kalijah Cansey, our starting defensive end. He had good workouts and good practice, and so he actually got an upgrade in speed, which is kind of a rare thing for a defensive end. He's up to an 83 in speed, and he also gained finesse moves and pursuit, so he's up to 78. Mekhi Becton, our starting right guard, had an elite practice result, and he got a bunch of upgrades, and even in some of his potential ratings, he got some upgrades as well. And so that's good to see there, and he's up to 78 overall. We also had both of our two of our right tackles receiving upgrades, as well as Nathan Thomas, a rookie, got a +3 in run blocking and +1 impact blocking. So he's up to 71 overall. And our starting right tackle, Anton Harrison, got some upgrades in pass block power and run block finesse, and he's up to 79 overall. Brian Thomas Jr. with an unusual week, as he was lethargic in workouts, and so he lost some acceleration, but he still had a good week of practice and got upgrades to his deep route running and his medium route running. So I guess that's kind of a wash. So he remains at a 78 overall. Anaya Smith, another one of our young wide receivers, got +2 to catching and +1 to short route running. And so I think that pretty much summarizes our week of practice. If we go to our overall progression, we can see Bailey Zapp is still by far the biggest boomer on the team, as he's up to a +7 from his original rating at the beginning of the season. He's up to 71 overall from a 64. We did have a player join the +5 club in Nathan Thomas, a right tackle. So we have quite a few players in this blue zone here, 6 players. That might lead the USFL, actually, because if you look at many of these other teams, some teams don't even have any at all, and most teams have less than 6. The Rage have 5. So we might lead the USFL in terms of players improving over the year. So that's, can't help but think that's been a big help this year. All right, so let's go in game and start getting ready for our game against Milwaukee. All right, we're in game, and just taking a quick look at the playoff picture. I really like this view that the Madden game gives. I wish they would do more of this type of thing in the game. But as you can see, we're fighting. We're chasing the Philadelphia Stars for that #1 seed to avoid having to play a playoff game in that first week. So if we can just continue winning, I think we can get there. As the Prowlers over in the AFC have the #1 seed, and the Stars have it in the NFC so far. Now, it looks like we have some staff points. We have 64 staff points available to us. Let's see if there's anything worth upgrading with that amount of points. We'd like to see what offensive skills are available here. We could upgrade some open field moves here. Short route running. Agility by wide receivers. That'll help us get our wide receivers open. I kind of like that. Change of directions also worth getting there. I kind of like the change of direction. I think I'm going to go with that. So in contract negotiations, I think I want to re-sign Keandre Coburn here, as he's been steadily improving over the year, and he's still only 24 years old. And I've already offered him, but I think he's still thinking about it. So, I think I want to upgrade his offer here. All right, so we got him signed. Again, salary cap is not much of an issue. So this is going to kind of play out, at least in the beginning, it's going to play out similar to what the NFL used to be before free agency happened, where you develop more through the draft. So we have Robbie Chosen here. His contract is expiring. He has a 75 overall, but he is 31 years old. He hasn't progressed at all during the season, if at all. He's only had one excellent practice, and he's had one bad practice and one good practice. And he didn't actually progress when he had the good practice. So I feel like he's kind of reached his peak, and he doesn't exactly have a good work ethic, it seems like. So I think that's probably why I held off on re-signing him. So I think I'm going to stay pat for the rest of these expiring contracts for now. So we do have an additional player added to the injury list. We'll be without Marcus Jones, out for this week with a dislocated wrist. Let's go ahead and account for him on the depth chart. So losing Marcus Jones is kind of a big deal. He's got probably our second best corner. We still have, that still leaves us with 4 corners on the active roster. I think I'm going to stay pat. I'm not going to promote one of our corners from the practice squad, as I think Isaiah Oliver would be a better option as that 5th corner, as bringing up somebody from the practice squad, who our best corner on the practice squad, I think, has a 69 overall. So I think I'm going to leave this alone here. And let's check our slot cornerback depth chart. Not that great, but I think we'll stay pat there as well. All right, Breakers kicking off to start the game. And the Rage will start out at the 24-yard line. And it looks like the Rage are going with Easton Stick at quarterback. Not sure if Stidham has gotten injured since the last game. So let's see. That looks like that might help us as well in this game. Stick starts out with a slant route up the middle, and then he completes it to Harrison. That's an 8-yard gain. And that's going to be offsides on the breakers. And that's going to be caught all the way to the 40-yard line, 42-yard line, make it. As Gordon with the reception. And that's going to be a 1-yard loss on the carry. Second down and 11 for Milwaukee. And Moser with the tough run up the middle there. He gets 2 yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Rage. And that was a bad throw into double coverage there by Stick, but there is a penalty on the breakers. It's going to be pass interference. That was on Damone Clark, the linebacker. And that will give the Rage a free 1st down at the 30-yard line. Mostert with the carry up the middle there. That goes for 7 yards. And there's another run up the middle, but there's a flag this time. This might be coming back. It is illegal blocking the back against Quentin Johnson there, the wide receiver. So that's a spot foul, so it'll still be 2nd and 4 for Milwaukee. Mostert with the tough run up the middle, and he gets the 1st down at the 17-yard line. And there's a player going to the sideline. That's Damone Clark, it looks like. Hopefully it's not too serious. And nice move there by number 28 to avoid the tackle. And he gets it. That is Shipley, who gets the 1st down all the way to the 5-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal. Mostert is going to take it near the goal line to the 1-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down and goal. And that's an easy touchdown there for Mostert and the Rage as they get into the end zone on their opening drive. And the extra point is right down the middle, and it is 7-0 Rage. And so the Breakers will start out at the 31-yard line. The Breakers get the ball for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 31. Connor with the cutback to the outside. Gets a 16-yard gain on his first carry to the 47-yard line. Connor with another nice run up the middle. I believe he gets about 7 yards on that one. Eckler with the pass to the flat. Not much there after the catch. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Breakers. Quick throw, and it is behind Eckler. Not a good throw by Stroud that time. And the Breakers are going to have to punt here. And that punt's going to go out of bounds at the 8-yard line. So the Breakers are at least able to pin the Rays deep this time. And once again, not a good throw by Stroud there. He was feeling a little bit of pressure, but the pass was off the mark. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Stroud getting blitzed up the middle, and he just gets rid of it. As Lawrence was providing the pressure there, it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Stroud throws it over the middle. It is caught by Juwan Johnson up the middle of the tight end. Stroud with his best throw of the night so far. As Connor gets a 4 yards on that carry, and Barton looks like he's shaken up on the play as he limps to the sidelines. Might be going to the locker room. Hopefully that's not too serious. 2nd down and 6 for the Breakers. And that is tipped at the line of scrimmage as the Rays were blitzing on that play. 3rd down and 6. And that one's tipped as the Rays were getting some pressure and getting into Stroud's face there. And that's going to bring 4th down. Breakers have to attempt a long field goal here. This will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is going to be wide right. As Will Lutz pushes it to the right. And the score remains 7-0. That's going to be a 4-yard gain for Milwaukee. And that's going to be a loss of yardage there as Cansey makes the tackle for the Breakers. 3rd down and 9. Stick getting pressure, and he's going to go down at the 8-yard line. Breakers get their 2nd sack of the night so far. Chauncey Golston with the sack. And another pass tipped at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. Stroud throws it over the middle. It is caught, but it's going to be short of the first down, about 2 yards short. Let's see if the Breakers go for it here. They will. 4th down and 2. Stroud throws it wide open. Is Jawan Johnson along the left sidelines. And that's going to be a first down for the Breakers at the 23-yard line. Connor with some room up the middle there. He gets 6 yards. And once again, a tipped ball at the line of scrimmage is incomplete. 3rd down and 4 upcoming. And that is caught up the middle past the first down marker. That is Carter with the reception. And it's going to be first down for the Breakers. Stroud rolls out to his right, and he's going to take off and run, and he gets about 8 yards down to the 3-yard line. Connor with the handoff, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. So let's on for the extra point. And it is good, and we're tied at 7. And Mostert easily gets the first down that time as he gets about 5 yards. That'll move the chains for the Rage. And there's a, looks like Harrison's going to the locker room there. That's a big loss for the Rage after that 2-yard carry. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Stick with the quick throw up the middle. And that is caught. Another injury for the Rage. This time it looks like an offensive lineman. That is Williams going to the locker room now. Flashing by Stick, he throws it up deep over the middle. It is caught by number 89. Down to the 22-yard line of the Breakers. And that was a good throw by Stick there. And that throw was off the mark that time by Stick. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Stick throws it up to the flat to the tight end, and still running towards the end zone and into the end zone is number 88. That is Dallas Goddard. And the Rage get their touchdown back. And so the Rage with the extra point make it 14-7. Be second down and 9. Stroud throws it to Johnson near the sidelines. That is caught. That is the 5th catch for Juwan Johnson. It's going to be third down and 5 now. Stroud sets up the screen to Eckler. Can he get the first down? No. He's going to be 2 yards short. But let's see if this is 4 down territory for the Breakers once again. It's going to be 4th down and 2. They're gonna punt. And that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And that's a good run up the middle there. That's going to be 7-yard gain there. I believe that is Vaughn. Third down and 2. And Vaughn with another nice run there up the middle. And he gets a first down. Stroud in the shotgun now. And Stroud tried to dump it off to the running back there, but it was off target. It's going to be second down and 10. And that is caught by Robinson at the 34-yard line. That's going to make it third down and 4. Stroud completes it to Thomas, who makes a move after the catch, and he takes it to the 21-yard line where it'll be a Breakers first down. And we reached the end of the third quarter. Breakers still down 14-7, but the Breakers are threatening. And that pass is caught for about 5 yards. Second down and 5 now. Stroud in the shotgun. And diving catch is made there by Brian Thomas near the sticks. They can say he's short of the first down, though, so it's going to be third down and inches. Eckler motions out of the backfield. Stroud throws it out of the back of the end zone and hits the goalpost. And so it's going to be fourth down and inches. Let's see if the Breakers go for it here. They will. They're going to go for it here. I formation. Play action by Stroud. He throws in the end zone and it is incomplete. Breakers take a bit of a gamble there on 4th and inches. It looks like it was going to work, but Brian Thomas could not come up with it. And so a big defensive stop there for Milwaukee. And they're going to take over at the 11-yard line. Stick throws it up the middle, and it is caught for a first down at the 21-yard line. And that's caught for about 6 yards. That is Johnson with the catch. a little pitch play there for the Rage, and Mostert tries to dive for the first down, but he's still short. It's going to be 3rd down and inches. And that is dropped, as that was an easy completion for a first down that was dropped by the Rage. And so they're going to have to punt here, being that they're on their own 31-yard line. Eckler finds a little bit of room up the middle that time. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Breakers. As a flag hits the field, it is offsides on the Rage. And I'll give the Breakers a first down. And Stroud's pass is off the mark again. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. And that's only going to be a 3-yard gain for Juwan Johnson. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 still. As we reach the 2-minute warning, Breakers need a touchdown. And they need it quick. And that pass is caught by Robinson at the 46-yard line. First down and 10. And that pass was thrown too far ahead of the intended receiver. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. That pass is caught up the middle. That's a 5-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Clock still running. Stroud throws it over the middle. It's incomplete as the intended receiver could not hang on. So it's going to be 4th down for the Breakers. And this might be the ball game. And that is caught. That's going to be a first down that Brian Thomas Jr. Breakers use their 2nd timeout. Their drive stays alive. Breakers still have 34 yards to go. First down and 10. And Eckler could not hang on. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. And that pass is dropped. The Breakers just not able to hang on to the football on this drive. 3rd down and 10 now. And Stroud barely able to get rid of the football as he was pressured by McDonald. And it's going to be another 4th down for the Breakers. And that is caught. Robinson with the clutch catch there beyond the first down marker. Clock still running though. Stroud back to throw and he gets sacked once again. And the Breakers have to use their last timeout. So second down and 16 at the 29-yard line. Stroud throws it and it is incomplete as Juwan Johnson could not come up with it. It's going to be third down and 16. 36 seconds remaining. Breakers out of timeouts. And wide open there is Brian Thomas Jr. at the 16-yard line. It's going to be fourth down, though. It's fourth down and 3. He did get out of bounds, though. Stroud in the shotgun. And that pass is caught by Brian Thomas Jr., but the Breakers don't have any timeouts. They're going to have to hurry up and get to the line of scrimmage and snap it. And Stroud throws it away, and there's only 2 seconds remaining. So this is the ball game here. Second down and 10. 2 seconds remaining. This will be the final play. And it is caught for a touchdown. That is Chosen, the wideout for the Breakers, Robbie Chosen. And the Breakers are threatening to tie or take the lead. It depends if they decide to go for 2 here. Let's see if they kick the extra point. Or if they're going to go for 2. They're going to kick the extra point. And Lutz kicks it through, and we're going to go to overtime. As the Breakers come through with a clutch drive late in the fourth quarter. The Rage win the toss, I believe, and they decide to receive. So the Breakers will be kicking it off to start the overtime period. And this is not good news as the receiver breaks a couple of tackles on the return and takes it all the way to the 41-yard line. That is Shipley with the tremendous kickoff return. So the Rays are going to have excellent field position to start off this initial drive. Stick sets up the screen to Mostert, and he has some room, and he takes it to the 32-yard line. Second down and 1. Mostert breaks another tackle. He takes it to the 24-yard line. A touchdown will win it for the Rage. Dick finds another receiver, and he takes it to the 10-yard line. So first down at the 10-yard line now. Rage threatening to win the game with a touchdown. Dick throws a wide open receiver. Catches it at the 3-yard line. It's going to be second down and 2. Play action by Stick. He throws it in the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. Milwaukee's going to win the game here in overtime. The big kick return to open the overtime period helps out the Milwaukee Rays tremendously. And that's going to be game. And so the Breakers' 6-game winning streak ends here in Milwaukee. Breakers offense out of sync all night long until the clutch drive at the end of regulation. So the Breakers lose this one 20-14 in overtime, and it was just not a good performance for the Breakers offense. Couldn't get anything going the entire game. They managed to force the game into overtime with a drive late in regulation to tie the game. But as you can see, the total offense for the Breakers only 310. They actually outgained the Rage in total offense. But it just wasn't pretty the entire game. Stroud didn't turn the ball over, but he had a 59% completion percentage, but he only averaged 4.7 yards per pass. So a lot of short passes for completions, but not many big plays for the Breakers offense. James Conner started out the game pretty well, but he got injured midway through the game. And Eckler couldn't get anything going in his absence, only rushing for 19 yards. Receiving wise, Brian Thomas Jr. was solid, but once again, just no big plays by the Breakers offense or their receivers. And so that'll do it for the Breakers. Their 6-game winning streak ends, but we're still in good position for the playoffs. It's just our chances of getting that number 1 seed kind of take a hit with this loss. And so we'll see what happens with the rest of the teams. So I'm going to end the video here. If you like the video, be sure and like and subscribe. Keep an eye out for my live streams. I'll be live streaming games from around the league as we approach the end of the season. And I'll see you next time.